So I just got a 140 honeycomb from that. That got us to 41, almost 42. I'm just going to quickly turn this manure just to get 42 for the video. But we are going to head and complete a couple of quests. Scorpion Catcher, number 1. Number 2, the bar crawl. We've just completed half of that. And number 3, Horror from the Deep, all in quick succession. So I'll see you guys at the end of that. I have the combat lamp from the tutorial island quest. I forgot the name, and I'm just smashed that wolf whistle, so I'm able to get my summoning up to level 10 maybe, and then I'll be able to use this lamp on summoning, because right now I can't use it on anything. I was tossing up between whether to use it on Slayer or Herblore, but I think because this is not a main, sorry, not a Iron Man, it's a main, I can train Herblore manually, so it's not really a problem. Whereas summoning, you know, it's something that is kind of rough to train at the moment, so I'm going to chuck it on that when I can. There we go. Got absolutely merched on these chickens. Someone made me pay a ton for them, like almost 5k or 4k each. But thankfully we managed to get we managed to get 28 summoning. So there's a fair few quests that we can complete now. I've just found these other this guy that I ran with yesterday. He wants to run 83 again, so I'm just going to do some more 83 runs, maybe get my melee up to like 80s, and then we can go from there. So just finished another big 83 session. We have hit 1108 total, got almost 80 attack, strength, defense, mage. So that has put us now, just pull it over, we are rank 199 in total, and for fishing it's 75, so yeah, we're looking pretty good. And then now we're going to do some Arc Laker with these 3 guys and see if we can get something good. And this is Demon Slayer. I know, very late time to do it, but we're working towards Shadow of the Storm, which we're going to dump the lamp on range to also get our ranged up a fair bit. So for that we have hit 8,000 Fresh Start World points, which upgrades our Challenger ring to tier 3, which gives it 999 bonuses, basically a little less than a Ring of Wealth, so pretty good overall. I'm just at the Varrock Museum. I've just come to Historian Minas to pick up this antique lamp. Not really sure what I'm going to use it on. I'm just going to think about it for a little bit more before I end up going and using it. But I guess I need level 20 before I can use it, but we'll have to just wait and see. There we go, that's the Golem, 1000 crafting, 1000 thieving XP. Not amazing, but it does, I did get some extra points actually by getting the achievement for grabbing all of these gems, which aren't really worth that much money, surprisingly. But the real reason to do this quest is to unlock the ability to do Shadow of the Storm, which gives significantly more XP, so we're going to start that one and finish that one now before bed. Just wanted to point out one of the reasons that I usually do this quest after dig site is because you generally get a black helm while you're doing dig site, which counts as your 4th item for this quest, which makes it a lot easier. But I'm looking very edgy in full black armor, which is exactly what Evil Dave here loves to hear. So there's the Shadow of the Storm quest, where I convinced 2 monks to summon a demon again so I could kill him. Quite a weird quest, but very fun. And I also changed the robot's mind and just going to pop these 2 on ranged, which gets me up to 28. Excellent. And I might just pop this other one on ranged as well. You know what, I'll put it on Herblore. I think I can't put it on Herblore either. You know, alright then, I'll put it on Thieving so we can get up to almost 30 for the feud. So I'm just gonna very quickly knock out 30 Thieving, because tomorrow morning I want to smash out the feud to get a bunch of Thieving levels. But currently I think I'm gonna end I think I'm gonna go to sleep rather, and then I'll wake up tomorrow. Let me just quickly lobby and take a look at my current rank. Let me go back to the main high scores. Oh, here it is. Here we go, Fresh Start Worlds, and just put in FSW Kudi, and there we are, rank 171 with 1,035 total, so we are going swimmingly. First cache of the day, and that gets us to 30 divination. These suck, I absolutely hate them, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Also, for the challenges today, I got a XP lamp for combat, so I think I'm gonna put that on range, but I'm gonna do a few more quests before I turn that in. I found out earlier today that you don't actually need to complete Peace in Peril to get access to Mauritania. You can just kill the ghoul and walk in, which I've done now, and I'm going to unlock the Mauritania, the Canifus lodestone. I'm going to get a task from Master and also build this last scaffold that I can do. There's one more in Prifddinas, but obviously it's the 30th now, and I don't think we can get this completed in the next 30 hours, so we're just going to have to ignore that one and hope to get it next month. So I got a ogres task, and I just started killing some ogres for a slayer task. This should get us close to 40, which I can't actually remember what 40 is for, but I might just kill more of these guys to get myself up to 40 slayer. I think it's for Heroes Quest and Royal Trouble, Throne of Miscellania, etc., which we want to knock out today to start getting our Kingdom of Miscellania pumping out herbs for us, because we want to be doing more herb lore as soon as we can. So our Reaver for today is the Zagonath. Basically my strategy at the moment, I'm gonna have to pay to keep this. My strategy at the moment is to take basically nothing in, kill these guys, and then when I die, teleport back to War's Retreat, go into the Reaper portal, and I'll land right there again. I'll just show you this. You got to jump into the Unincensed encounter, and then when we're inside, we just want to kill this Zagonath Supreme first, in order to kind of set up the instance, and then we need to sneak to the bottom side and try and kill Rex specifically. So it takes a little bit. You'll die a few times before you're able to survive and make it to the section where you can just farm Rex by yourself. But because all of these challenger items have 0 cost, it's actually pretty easy to set this up and continually do it this way. So that's kind of nice. We just got some rock shell legs, so I'm gonna go back again through the Reaper portal and grab my legs in a second. But yeah, just important thing to note with this strat, I should probably not use the glory, but anyway, you can keep 2 or up to 3 items, a little extra with protect item without having to spend anything. So as long as you telly, if you do get a useful drop, if you just telly out and just make sure you're not holding these Zagonath hides, you can kind of keep this up indefinitely. Without having to pay for any sort of death costs, etc. So I'm going to tally out now. So there's our second Reaper assignment, 10k XP and 10k points. That's gotten us to 43 Slayer. Unfortunately, we didn't spoon any big drops, but we did get these 2 pieces of rock shell armor. So I'll have to complete Fremennik trials, but these are both power armor level 50, so they give 12 and 15 strength. So essentially together they're about an additional glory, so obviously they're going to be quite useful for when we start doing some melee stuff, so very happy with that. But of course I'll need to complete the Fremennik trials, so that's going to be a big goal today alongside Throne of Miscellania and Royal Trouble. Time to do our second round of beehives in Fresh Start Worlds. I'll let you know how this goes once I've completed it. I'm starting at 37. Usually people would be used to falling on this bloody basalt 800 times, but you can actually turn on the sure-footed aura in order to get a little bit of reduced chance to fall on the rocks. I'm going to spy this penguin spider. It's 2 out of 10, but I'm not really going for these directly. I will at a later date. Here for Scorpion Catcher, and I just managed to get the 3rd Scorpion and the planks we need for Horror from the Deep, because these are selling for an insane amount on the G, obviously as whales are buying up you know, all sorts of planks just to try and get a 99 construction first. I'm pretty sure this Barbarian Outpost agility course is a task. I'm just going to complete it while I'm here, and a little bit of agility XP doesn't hurt either. But yeah, next we're going to turn in the Scorpion Catcher, and we're going to turn in yeah, there we go, 15 points for that. And we're going to turn in Horror for the Deep as well in one fell swoop. Unfortunately, because our strength level is already so high, I don't think we'll get a level up from that. But you know, Horror from the Deep should give us a little bit of ranged XP. Ideally, we want to get 240 ranged before we can use this, or as high as we can, so we can use this challenge lamp, maybe the reward book and stuff like that, and start the grind for 80 range as well. If we can have all of our combats at 80, then we can start going off and doing combat you know, a lot more by ourselves, which will be excellent. There we go, that is Horror from the Deep, which has gotten us a magic level and to 32 range, which is pretty sick. So very happy about that one. And we're gonna go and get one of our god books. So these give us a damaged book, which gives us 2 prayer bonus. Not a whole, you know, not an amazing amount, but you know, as you can see, the difference between if we have both of these prayers on, it's 1.9, and if we chuck on the prayer book, it's still 1.9. But maybe as we get more prayer points, you know, we'll drain less prayer, and our 5% free prayer regen per 6 seconds will get stronger and stronger over time. There we go, we've completed Scorpion Catcher. Not super useful, just gives 6k rank XP and a quest point, but it's so easy to complete, you may as well just knock it out ASAP. This is the feud quest completed. So a absolute dog ton of thieving XP incoming shortly. Wow, there's a lot of there we go, from 30 to 37 in one go. Excellent. And I also like how he sells you a bunch of junk while you're talking to him. I've never done this before, but I saw this warbands thing, so I just decided to come and join it in. So this should be interesting. I'm not sure what experience or whatever I'll get, but I'm just gonna send it. Alright, let's hand this in for a bunch of Herblore XP. Okay, pretty good. That got us to 25, which is perfect because that's what we need for Heroes Quest. And we also have a reward book in there too, so excellent. We have a fair few other requirements before we can go do a Heroes Quest, but that's absolutely excellent. And here is Eyes of Glow free, which takes us from 15 rune crafting to, come on, 25 in one go. We also get a wood cutting level as well, which is quite nice. So that's going to help us now to be able to do Lost City. And I don't know if we'll do room mechanics and stuff yet, but certainly Lost City is high on the list of what we want to do. That quest is a little annoying, but usually you just drop all of these and talk to him to get a bunch back, and then exchange the big ones for small ones in order to be able to finish it in a couple of rotations. But a pretty good quest overall, for experience at least. Just been AFKing some mining just for the requirements required for Heroes Quest, and just because I need to AFK some stuff right now because I got some work stuff to do. But we're looking to hit 50 mining relatively quickly, so I'll update you guys when we get there. I've got 50 mining by mining, and now I'm just doing some manual wood cutting because I kind of need something AFK at least for the rest of the day while I've got some meetings and stuff to do. So let's try and get 40 wood cutting, so after work we can smash out Fremennik Trials, Heroes Quest, and all of the other quests leading up to Royal Trouble. So there is 40 wood cutting via teak trees. I've got some extra. I actually got 3 special logs, which is I don't know what the rate is on those, but that seems higher than normal. So once I finish this, I'll be able to actually wear this rock shell, which is like melee power armor. So I'm going to try and get this one done ASAP and move towards Royal Trouble, which is the big kind of goal for today at least. So I forgot that I needed a shark, a manta ray, or sea turtle. So I've just come to the swarm here, which has managed to get it, because this gives you a little invisible boost, or allows you to fish stuff higher level than you currently are. This area is kind of cool. I know that there's some other fishing method that I'm going to have to do later. I've got the shark too, but now that I've got all that I need for Fremennik trials, we're going to knock that out right now. So I guess let's go and smash this out. Obviously big goals for today are Royal Trouble, which means I have to do a lot of stuff today. I'll need to knock out Fremennik Trials, Lost City, Heroes Quest, Throne of Miscellanea, Royal Trouble, and Shield of Arav as well. So I don't know if it's really worth it per se to have Miscellanea pumping this early, because 75k is worth a lot of money. But on the other hand, being able to have the herbs this early is great, because a lot of them aren't really buying, or the secondaries aren't buying. Obviously there's a lot of whales just buying up every herb in the GE, trying to hit 99 herb lore as quick as possible. So I just need those to get those herbs myself, essentially. More caches. These suck ass, to put it lightly. They should really rework this. Anyway, there we go. Fremennik trials completed with a ton of lamps, but I don't think any of these are going to give us a level, but I'm still just going to send them anyway, and hope for one. Unfortunately these aren't just flat combat lamps, because it would have been nice to put them into range to get that up, but it is what it is. And with that, I do hit 9k points in the Fresh Start World, so I'm going to quickly access the shop here, and I get the Boon of Ammunition, which is a 25% chance to save runes, arrows, bolts, darts, throwing knives, throwing axe, javelins in combat. I think really only the runes and the bolts are going to be useful. All of the other ones aren't really used in RS3, but still better than nothing, so happy to have that unlocked. And here we have Lost City. Doesn't really give anything. I guess access to Child of the Slayer Master, and it does give 3 quest points and a bunch of progress points, which is pretty sick. Almost enough to get one more thing at May's quest caravan. Okay, so I've just done about an hour and a half of 83 with these two guys that I've found, FSW to max and quarrying, which has gotten me to 80 range. So now I'm 80 in all combat stats, apart from strength, which in RS3 doesn't really matter. It's not like OS where the strength is super important. So yeah, that's gotten me to 1276 total, which if I look on the top page, I'm just outside of the top 100. But I'm going to knock out some more quests and use the free lobsters that I got from here in order to get 53 cooking, and then we'll finish off Heroes Quest ASAP. So I'll see you guys shortly. So I just set up a little KBD mass for my new friend, so he should be able to, and some other people, I just advertised around telling them that it's a KBD mass, come in and get your 10 kills for the War's retreat teleport. Ah shit, I accidentally clicked it. Okay, well I'm gonna run back ASAP after I bank this for the KBD mass, and I'm gonna advertise this as well to get out all these guys to tell you. And the Anachronia base camp, I am building this up a little bit, but it's gonna take a while to get the 10k of each of these. Wait, what the hell? Oh shit, I got the complete wrong one. Oh well, I'm just gonna put 10 on this then, and come back in 5 hours in order to get the storehouse tier 1. But this is gonna take about a month to build up for most of this stuff, so it's gonna take a while to get any of this Anachronia stuff doing. But I'm very excited for it. I'm excited to play around with this. I did try and buy more dragon bones, but it seems like they're not even buying for 3.5k. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that, to be honest. I have a bunch of money just burning a hole in my pocket, and I'm not really sure what to do with it, because there's just not a lot of certain stuff, like buyable stuff, floating around the exchange. It's obviously getting bought out by whales who swapped over GP or bought bonds, etc. So very tough to get a lot of resources. And here we go. This should be Shield of Arav, which gives us our 75 quest points. So we can now go and talk to May at her quest point shop and see. We'll get a little magical dice. For those who've played like OSRS Ironman, they know how hard it is to get money on early game Ironman. And how unrewarding some quests can be, but every once in a while in RuneScape 3 you can come talk to May, open up these magical dice, which get stronger over time, and it gives you some money, in this case 250k, and a clue reward, which in RS3 these clue rewards are actually really useful and are worth like $1 mil each on Mainscape. And she also has a little shop here, she also has a little shop here that she can you can pay to like unlock different, here it is, you can pay to unlock different stuff. Obviously in the Fresh Start Worlds we get some armor. Oh, okay, my game's just crashed. Obviously in the Fresh Start Worlds we get some armor automatically, so it's not a the plate legs of Trials and the full Trials outfit and the Vanquish is not really that useful. Instead we'll probably spend it on something else, which I'm just going to take a quick look at this shop and see what she even has for sale. I don't think the only thing that would only kind of be useful is probably this stuff here with Meg, but I'm going to need 100 quest points for that. So I'm going to try and get another 25 quest points before next week, so that we get some better rewards from Meg. Hopefully we can spoon like a dragon pickaxe or something like that. That would be amazing. And here is 53 cooking, which gives us the last thing we need for Heroes quest. Apparently, just like the other quest, this has been updated. The Shield of Rav has been updated, so you no longer need a partner to do it. So I'm going to try and smash it out myself, and then we'll go, throw in a Miscellanea, Royal Trouble, and chuck 350k in there. We did get some more money from a couple of things, but mainly it was just selling the fish that we had from fishing 75. We are falling a little bit behind with the fishing grind, so if we are going to get our golden halo from there, we should really step it up a notch. Currently, I'll just show you guys here, I am rank 103 for overall, and for fishing specifically I'm now rank 101, which would mean that we do not get a halo, so we're gonna have to work hard on getting that back up. So I will see you guys shortly. Okay, it looks like I need some lockpicks to do Heroes Quest solo, so I'm gonna knock out these two, and to buy them I went to the Rogue's Den, but they don't have it, which means that I basically have to complete these two capers in order to get to upgrade the Thieves Guild to the point where there's a shop where I can buy lockpicks. So a little bit annoying. I did try and buy them for like 4k each, but it did not go well, so the mess of interconnected quests that are required to actually get Heroes Quest and Royal Trouble, Throne of Miscellanea, etc. is growing by the second. And here is the From Tiny Acorns quest. It was absolutely less than 2 minutes, basically. I guess this was a point where they wanted to make these capers that weren't mini quests for whatever reason, which is a little weird. But yeah, they've obviously changed their mind about that and brought it back. We do have 38 thieving now, so I'm going to go quickly pickpocket the Master Farmer, get 41, do the next quest in this series, and then yeah, be able to finally buy the lockpicks. I will only be able to buy 2, so I hope that I do not break them, because that will be a big problem if they do get broken, because I won't be able to buy more for a while. So pray for me, boys, pray for me. Yeah, the Master Farmer at this level is actually pretty slow, so I ended up getting a strange rock, so I'm just going to go and put that into the statue, because that should get us close to 41, if not 41. And then there's a spot in Lumbridge where there's 2 stalls next to each other where I can just spam that, and it ends up being more XP an hour than this. And you know, it's not likely that we'll get any sort of good herblore seed, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, at this level it only gives 1500 XP, which sucks, but I was getting a little less than 30k at the Master Farmer, but I'm gonna try and do it here at the Lumbridge one and see what the XP an hour is like that, and see if it ends up being faster. There we go, 41 thieving, just by doing the buying and eating method between these 2 stalls. I'm gonna now do the next caper. Okay, well that's why everyone hates low level thieving, because that was absolutely ass. I was getting caught a ton of times, which sucked. But yeah, there we go. We have all the flame fragments, and now we can buy the lockpicks, so we can start Heroes Quest and then do Miscellaneous Royal Trouble, etc. So I'll show you guys when we've completed that soon. Bye. There we go. That gives a fair bit of thieving XP, and actually gives some pretty good loot. Some lore runes, some teak logs, some maple logs, goldstone spirit, natures, some raw swordfish and stuff. And we got the polished buttons too, and a sword and armor that we'll need for the RD diary later. So that actually wasn't too bad now that I look at all the loot. And with that, we have hit 1284 total, which puts us at rank 97. So obviously very happy about that. Yeah, let's keep pushing and see how high we can go. Alright, so I think we're going to call it here. Unfortunately, I didn't have much time, so I just started AFKing fishing. I had a little bit of a nap earlier with my wife. So we've completed about half of Heroes Quest. So I think early tomorrow we're going to do a Heroes Quest, Throne of Miscellaneous Royal Trouble. And we can actually wear our rock shell legs, which are, you know, melee power armor, level 50, which is pretty good. So yeah, I think next episode we're going to spend a lot more of our time doing some more quests and updating the getting some more kind of combat gear, like the fire cape, etc., because it is the weekend. Yay! Anyway, I will see you guys for another video tomorrow.